Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Memo. And today I want to share with you a project, actually a step in a project that I did a couple of weeks ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was a tag pocket holder, and someone had requested that I show how to do that pocket holder. And I'll try to remember to insert a picture of that so that way you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, well, yeah, actually, I will do that now because here it is right in front of me. Anyway, here it is. It's a tag pocket holder, and it has three tags in it, one in each holder. And this is what I'm going to show you how to do today. Now, before I go on, there is no tape or anything at the bottom because these were made out of chipboard. These tags were, so they're not going to fall out. So what I did was I took a sheet of paper, an 8 by 10.5 sheet of paper, and then I cut it, turned it on the 8 side, and I cut it on the 4-inch mark. So now you have two sheets of 4 by 10.5. And what you're going to do, let me pull this down a little bit. What you're going to do now is that you're going to take your bone folder and your, scoreboard, and you're going to fold your paper or score your paper at 2 different intervals on each piece. On the long side, you're going to score at 3.5. Make sure your paper's up to the top. 3.5, and I always do it a couple times, and then a score at 7. And you're going to do that on this sheet of paper also. Now I tried doing this to where I cut it at 8 by 10.5 and then folded it in half, and then did the 3.5-inch score lines and did all the folding that way, and a 4-inch score line long way, so I did it folded, and then I folded it in half that way instead of cutting in half, and it just didn't seem like it wanted to lay right. So this is the way I'm doing it, and if you choose to do it the other way, that's fine. So now I'm going to take my papers and I'm going to try to make sure that they are even. Sometimes it seems like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like sometimes I can score these and then I can put them on the, put them right on the line. It shows, cut them, or whatever. And sometimes seems to be off a little bit, and I don't know why. So now you're going to have two sheets like this. So let me do this one now. I got a little trim off there. I do one direction, one the other direction on each end, opposite direction. Okay, now you've got your two sheets of paper like this. Focus. Okay. You got two sheets of paper like this. Let me move my scoreboard. And what I like to do is I take score tape or ATG tape and I put a thin line right along the fold. So I'm going to have tape on both sides. I don't tape here and tape here. I just go along the score line because you don't want it to be real thick of a line. And you could use liquid glue if you want to, but I'm choosing to use ATG, as you can see there. So I'm just kind of going along the score line on both pieces. I mean both scores on this one sheet. You only need to do it on one sheet. Well, and then you need to do it on either end. I don't know how come I forgot that, but I did. It's been one of those days. I got a new toy and then I was having problems working it. Thank goodness I've got a good friend who helps me out with these new toys. She's very smart. Okay, now here's where you want to really make sure that you get it down as evenly as possible. And I take to, the folds are matched like this. There's different ways you can do it, but this is the way I do it. And I just kind of tuck that one end, that is, not end. And I just kind of match up these lines as much as possible. And I do a light tap to it. And then I want to make sure these are even here. And they look even there. And then I do another. I just kind of, because even though you've got it all the same size and everything, they, for some reason, can still come out crooked, like this one's trying to do. So I just kind of flatten it as much as possible, get it straight as much as possible. And there, I think I've got it. And if it's off just a little bit, that's okay, or you can go ahead and trim it down. So now you have this fold, which is like this. Okay, so you can crease it more, and when you add things to it, your decorations to it and everything, then it's going to come out just, it's going to lay a lot flatter once you have every piece on it. Because I found out, with this, it was like, I thought it was going to flip like that and look bad. And then I was going to have to build a belly band or something around it, but I didn't have to. And then all I did was take, let me see, I didn't get my punch out. I've got this big old scallop punch. Let me see if that's the right size or not. But you gotta be careful you don't pinch your fingers in there. I have done that before. So you want to do that on all 3 sections. Anyway, this is just the basic technique of it. I'll make sure I get it right. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. And that's all it is for that. And then I'll be right back, and I'm going to get something to show you how to do the tag. Okay, I have the cards, the tags cut out, and they are measured, and this is a medium density. It's not really that thick of a card, but it's not a real thin one anyway. But it's a chipboard piece, which I plan to decorate, and it's 2.5 by 3.5 this way, and you need 3 of those, and 3 sheets of paper. These are both decorated on the same side, or both sides, and I got these from craftycity.com. And let's see, there's 3 of them for one side, and I'm going to turn over and do 3 on the other side of each piece. And then for your pocket, you're going to need a 3.5 by 4, and that's to cover the whole sheet. Now, you don't have to cover the whole sheet. You can go ahead if you want to and just leave a little white space in there, but I like to cover the whole sheet. And then I'll trim out that half circle there for the pocket. But that's basically all you need. So what I'm going to do is just show you some of this, and then that way you can have fun in creating your own. And for time's sake, everything is going to be used ATG, any kind of tape, but what I'm using is ATG. So I'm just taping along here on the 4 edges. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a tape in here too, because I'm going to have that circle in there. And you can't tape it after it's done. So, okay, so first piece, and this is where it's going to be fun, is trying to line it up. And it looks like it came down, so that looks good. Came down even. That's good. And then I'm going to take the other side, opposite side. So that means we're going to tape this side down. Actually, I want to go ahead and cut the half circle because it might be a little more difficult afterwards. And you can adjust this to however you need to do it. But this is just the way that I did it for this piece. And I wanted to show whoever it was and in the comments. I'll have to look again to see who it was. my memory is it's pretty short sometimes. So, okay, now we'll go ahead and take this side, all four sides. It's so much easier to have your circle marked if you're able to do that. Okay, so I've got one side done and the other side done, and you can put distress ink on the edges of these real easily because you're not having to worry about any other spaces showing. So these can be distressed. I've got that pocket done, and then I'm going to show you one of the tags. Again, I'm going to be using the ATG for time's sake. Glue probably would be easier because you can adjust it if you need to, but it's not necessary. It's up to you how you want to do it. I just don't hold it down real tight. I just kind of layer it on. Then go to the other side. Make sure which side I got there. Okay, okay, there's the top, so it might matter. Just be careful you don't put your hole for your tag or your ribbon upside down. I have done that before so many times. It's pathetic. Nope. This is why I don't pound it down on it. Smooth it down until I know it's on there. And if you do distress it, it's going to hide these edges too. So, and then you just take a piece or your hole puncher, and let's say I want the bigger side, so that's going to be this side here. I want to adjust and see how far down I want to go. That's too far. I want to go a little bit up a little bit. Let me see. And I just kind of eyeball it. That's just the way I do it. I eyeball the center of it as much as possible. And then you have your space for your tag. There's a tag. Just put a ribbon at the top there. Distress all your edges if you want, which I actually like the distress edges better. And your tag will fit right in there, and it's not going to slide down. So I will do that on the rest of these and distress them, color them, whatever, whatever else I want to do on it. And then I will show you the end result. And so stay tuned for the finished project. Okay, I have finished putting paper on everything and decorating it. And I'm considering this my front because I've got this big piece right here of flower. And it's got these crystal rhinestones on it. And in the middle here, I added some lace to it that's got a little floral decoration to it. And each pocket has the lace on it on both sides. The only piece that I did differently was the front one because I wanted to make sure that this was on there. And like I said, this is my front side. Now I could go ahead and add some rhinestones to the tags here, but I like the way that the tags they come out here. They just they just look like they have some added chic to it there. And I like that. So I may still add rhinestones there, but right now that's the way I'm going to keep it. So each tag or each pocket has lace on it, and it's got a piece that I cut out from this paper, and the paper is called, now let's see, where is it? It's a Graphic 45 Bloom Collection. So it is Hello Sunshine number 4501863 that I got from Crafty City. And each of my tags I put stickers on rather than gluing paper onto it because the stickers were just so pretty. So I went ahead and added the stickers to it, and they just, I didn't want to overwhelm them because, like I said before, I don't want to take away from the paper. But each one has a decoration on it, and they're pretty simple to get into the pocket. So, and that's my pocket card, ATC pocket holder is what I call it. I don't know why I said pocket card, but they're little ATCs with a pocket on it, on each one. So this is just to share with you, how I did the last one, and I hope that you enjoy it. And I hope that if you're not a subscriber, I hope that you will subscribe. Uh, One more thing before I forget. When you make your pocket, you could go this way instead if you want to. It's just that you probably shouldn't add something like that to it because you lay it flat, it's going to crush it. So, I just wanted to consider this my front. And you're going to have to crease quite a few times just to make sure it gets down. But it's not going to totally be flat unless you put a band around it, which I don't want to put a band on it because I think it'll take away from it. So anyway, there is my new ATC pocket holder. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.